show him. I'm excited, baby. Let's go. It's my pleasure to introduce our guest today. Our guest is a nationally recognized real estate coach, marketing strategist, and seven-time best-selling author with more than 25 years of experience in the real estate industry. She ranked number top 1% of real estate agents nationwide for 19 consecutive years, personally selling over 2,300 homes and averaging 133 homes sold annually for 17 years. After achieving tremendous success as an agent, she
Stop. Bring it back. 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 Say it again. Say it again. Say it again, man.
she ranked in the top 1% of real estate agents nationwide for 19 consecutive years, personally selling over 2,300 homes and averaging 133 homes sold annually for 17 years. After achieving tremendous success as an agent, she transitioned into coaching and built a multi-million-dollar business, generating more than 73 million in online sales. She is widely known for helping real estate professionals leverage AI, video marketing, social media, and sales funnels to attract leads, close more deals, and become the go-to expert in their market. She has been featured in Forbes, The Wall Street Journal, NBC, Fox, and Inman News, and has shared the stage with renowned leaders such as Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, and Russell Brunson. Today, she continues to inspire and educate entrepreneurs and agents around the world through her innovative marketing strategies and commitment to helping others achieve extraordinary results. She often speaks about the importance of family first.
Okay, that's good. I need to have them lower that, less than that, that bio. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. This is, first of all, I love your leadership and your energy is freaking awesome. I mean, I have a lot of energy and I don't know how to come after you. Like, that's so cool. So,
Welcome.
thank you for having me. First of all, I would love to see some cameras on. Is there a reason why nobody has their cameras on? Huh?
So cameras is coming on. Here we go.
Oh, yay. Thank you, Jessica. It really helps to have the cameras. I see these. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Valson. It helps me. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Tanisha. You guys are awesome. Okay. Yay. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's hard to look at a bunch of just pictures, and plus there's some beautiful pictures on there. So, first of all, thanks for having me. I'd love to hear a little bit more about the company. I didn't get like a bio, but it seems like you have a lot of newer agents. Yes?
Yeah, so we switched and we went we hire 3 times out of the year only. And so we want to hire between 7 to 10 new partners every time we hire. And so we just came off our hiring period. So
Oh, okay. That's so awesome. Okay, good. All right. So I remember being a new agent, and so I'm going to kind of change everything now that I know there's a lot of new people, if that's okay, what I was going to talk about today. Because
so
I want
just
to
give
really
me
like, huh?
sorry, it's 39 people on right now. Only 6 of them is brand new.
That's
Only 6 of
okay.
them is brand new, and 11 total been in the industry for the last 6 months.
6 months. Okay. This is going to help for everybody. So I'll kind of tell the story. First of all, thank you for having me. Really excited. I get up every morning at 5:30, but I got up at 4 o'clock today, your time, because I'm Pacific time, so it's a little bit earlier. So I might look a little tired. So apologize about that. Okay, so my first year, I used to be a teacher, so I taught third grade for 6 years, and not to get too much into the weeds of the story, but at the time, my husband actually had an affair, and I came home one day, and like my bank accounts we had just bought in a brand new house, my bank accounts were drained, and I had 2 little girls under the age of 5. They were like 1.5 and 4.5 ish, and I was like in a really bad position. So, and I actually grew up in a foster home, and so it was really really important for me to keep my daughters safe in their home. So real estate saved me. I always say that real estate saved my life. And my first year in real estate, I sold 69 homes. And I wrote this book. I'll show it to you all. Oh, it's the one I don't have it here right now, but it's called Sell 100 Homes a Year. And the reason I wrote the book was because I wanted to help other real estate agents, because real estate, I feel like, is one of the most lucrative careers that you can have. And I know a lot of people think that real estate's can be kind of competitive? I can't see your hand, so not many cameras are on, but how many
You
of
can
you
tell
think
them to drop
that,
a 7. You can tell them drop a 7 if you want.
what is seven? So explain the seven to me. I don't understand. What does the seven mean?
Yeah. It's the number one most important number is 7. It's God picked, and
Okay.
it's
I
for
didn't know that. It's gonna have to start being my number then. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna go do some research after this about that. I'm gonna send me an email and tell me all about it because I'm into all that kind of stuff. So okay, so yes, we'll drop for seven. So um, I just want you to know, like, wherever you're at right now, because I know a lot of real estate agents have had difficulty, right? There was a stat that came out that said that 70 is either 71 or 74% of all agents didn't even sell one house in 2025. So it's been a more difficult time. And people will say that real estate is competitive, right? But I believe that because real estate is so competitive, that it's very easy to stand out. Okay. It's very easy to stand out. I'm going to show you what I did my first year. It's different than now because I didn't have video back when I was an agent, but it's very easy to stand out. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about video and a lot about marketing, okay? Because I believe that to be a top producer, you just need to be a top marketer, right? So, like, everybody write that down. To be a top producer, I need to be a top marketer. And it's something that we're not taught in real estate. In real estate, in fact, there's no real estate school really. You learn, how many square feet are in a mile, and you learn, all about, HOA and ethics and all that, but you don't learn how to actually run a business, and you don't learn how to market. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And I'm going to ask you a question. Can you guys see the screen? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, what do you think that all of these companies have in common? So what do you think Google, and I'm going to make it very clear that we all know these brands. We all know these brands, right? They're very well-known brands. So Google, Pepsi, right? Amazon. I see Amazon every day out in my street. I think I buy too much stuff off of Amazon, right? E-Trade with Morgan Stanley, Priceline, Booking.com. Okay, Dunkin' Donuts. I love me some donuts. Yes, my favorite. All right, now we all know them. Yes. Okay, now what do you think that these people have in common as well with the brands that you just saw? Okay, Rihanna, Janet Jackson,
Joel has an answer.
Katy Perry,
Well,
Beyonce. Beyonce, you're so hot, girl. Lady Gaga, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince. Okay. What do you think that they all have in common? I'm going to stop sharing now. What do you think? Who knows? I'm going to look at the chat.
Joel's there. Joel.
What? What do you think?
Marketing.
Okay, very good. They all have either advertised or performed during the Super Bowl. Okay. Now, just so you know, as far as the Super Bowl goes, when actors, first of all, to do an advertisement during the Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl, it was $10 million on average just for 30 seconds, for a 30-second commercial. Plus, they had to pay for the actual commercial. Okay. The question is, what do they have in common? Well, they all performed and advertised during the Super Bowl because they knew that attention is currency. Attention is currency. Okay. There's 125.6 million viewers during the last Super Bowl. So, but why would brands like Google and Pepsi and, advertise during the Super Bowl when we all know who Google is? We all see Amazon outside of our street every single day because they understand the power of marketing, the power of branding, the power of remembering. And so when I got into real estate, I had to do well, right? I had two little kids under the age of 5. I had no money, just bought a new house. I was determined to keep my daughters in their home. And I knew, oh my gosh, I have to do things really differently. So in order for me to do well in real estate, I have to make sure that I get as much attention as possible. I invested heavily. I took out loans for marketing, and I paid $6,000 to have a 30-second video created for me. I put that video at the movie theater so that when people would go to watch a movie beforehand, they played commercials and my commercial would come up. I spent thousands of dollars every month putting my myself on Comcast, which is a local television. I put myself on the buses. I did all these things, and that innovation and that marketing, that exposure helped me sell 69 homes. And the craziest thing was that as a teacher, I had been a teacher for 6 years with a master's degree, and I only made $60,000 a year as a teacher. My first year in real estate, I made $670,000, more than 10 times what I made as a teacher. And that is actually 6x what the average doctor makes. So, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that you have such potential in real estate. It can be such of a lucrative role. I believe I tell you, it saved my life. And I'm going to tell you another story, and then I'm going to get into the training, because I want you to understand that things can happen very quickly, even if you're a brand new agent or if you're an experienced agent, but you didn't have the year that you want to have. Okay. So I was also an REO agent. So who remembers the REO days? I've been in the real estate for literally 25 years, since 2001. Okay. And when the market was shifting, I realized the market's going to shift. So because houses were selling from 1 month to the next for $100,000 more. It was like on the same street, the exact same house would sell for $100,000 more, like sometimes even a week later, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, something's going to happen. The market's going to shift. I had a feeling the market would crash, and so I started sending packages to banks and asset management companies. And so I landed 13 different banks. I had a Green River Capital, Wachovia. I had the HUD account. I had a Freddie Mac account. I had all these massive accounts. So during the foreclosure time, I sold hundreds and hundreds of foreclosures. My best year in real estate, I sold 169 homes as a solo agent selling foreclosures. And it was great for a couple of years, and then the market got better, which was amazing. But what happened was all of my assets went away because there weren't any more to sell, because the market got better. And so I was like, oh crap, nobody knows me. I'm a brand new. It was like I was a brand new agent. I hadn't been marketing myself during that time, because during that whole 5-year time, the houses were selling to investors so quickly, you didn't have time to market them, and most of the banks didn't fix the houses up. So they were just like disgusting. Okay. So all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, nobody knows me. I'm like, okay, I need to go back to being a marketer again. So then I started doing video. Okay. So I started doing video, and I know that a lot of people don't like doing video. We feel like we don't like the way we look or the way we sound. We think we're too old or too young, or we have, there's all these feelings that we have. But I'm going to tell you that video marketing and running ads for a few dollars a day, okay, on Facebook, got me up to over 100 homes a year again, traditional normal sales, in under a year. So I'm telling you this because there's nothing special at all about me, but I'm a damn good marketer. Okay. I know how to market, and I understand the power of marketing. And here's the thing. Most agents are not willing to invest in, number one, learning how to do it, and number two, invest in the attention. Okay. If brands like Google and Prince and Rihanna and all these people are willing to, to perform at the Super Bowl, and they don't really get paid to do it because they understand the power of marketing and branding. And I want you to understand, think about how many times over the past week that you've pulled out $5 out of your purse, right? Or out of your pocket to buy a coffee, a Starbucks coffee, or to buy a martini, or to buy something you can afford to. For $3 to $5 a day, you can get hundreds and hundred hours of watch time. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and just get back to, how much time do I have? Just so I know.
Yeah, until 9:30.
Okay, till 9:30. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Well, okay, perfect. So I've got some time. Good. Awesome. So this is going to be perfect. So first of all, I'm so excited because I believe in this so much, and this is what has helped me become a 7 and 8 figure earner. This strategy has helped me become a 7-figure a month earner over 26 different months, all from learning how to be a good marketer. Okay. So what I always tell everyone is, you don't have a real estate problem, you have a marketing problem, right? It's not a real estate thing, it's a marketing problem. What you need is, you just need more exposure, you need more attention, and you also need to learn how to do it differently. How can I get more exposure, get more attention. How can I do it differently than everyone else? Okay. Most of you want more leads, but more than anything, you want high quality leads that convert. So to get more exposure, to get more leads, you need more exposure and you need more attention. Write this down. To be a top producer, you need to be a top marketer. Okay, to be a top producer, you need to be a top marketer, and you need to learn to do it in a more innovative way. How can I do it in a way that's different from what everyone else is doing? Okay, that's the key, that's the goal, and that is how you dominate your market. And here's the good news. 99% of agents are not willing to do the work, okay? And the other good news is out of the ones that do, the 99% will stop too soon because they don't see the results. This is something that absolutely will work 100% every single time if you will do it, and you will do it long enough and consistently enough. It's impossible for it not to work. It's the universal principle of marketing. Like, drop me a 7. Okay? You've got to learn to be what I call a market leader. What a market leader is anytime somebody thinks about real estate, they think about you because you make it impossible for your community not to know who you are. Okay? So these strategies that I'm going to be teaching you right now helped me to be a top 1% realtor for 19 years. It helped me. Russell Brunson, who is actually the creator of ClickFunnels, has said, I am the #1 real estate funnel builder in the world, directly from the man who generated funnels. Alex Ramosi, I'm not sure if you know who he is, but I actually was in the top 0.001% of his $100 million launch for his book. Tony Robbins and Graziasi, 2 years in a row, I was in the top 0.001% of their top 10 in their launch, right? From learning how to be a good marketer. So I'm telling you that these principles work, right? And it's also helped me tremendously in my coaching business, and also as my SaaS company, and also as a number 71 out of 83,000 agents in EXP, all from marketing. Okay, so all of the principles, again, marketing. The goal is this: you need to become known before you're needed. Known before you're needed. Okay, I need to be known before I'm needed. And the reason why you need to be known before you're needed, Google actually did a study. It's called the 7-11-4 study. And what this study, this is a 10-year-old study, and the world is so different now. 10 years ago, Google did a study, and they found that people needed to consume 7 hours worth of content, have 11 different interactions on 4 different platforms before they would ever buy something. Okay, let me tell you something. If that was the case 10 years ago, imagine now. There's so much more. People are getting so much more. Like our attention is being always trying to be taken. Now it's probably more like 50 hours of content on 50 different interactions on 75 different platforms. So the point is that we have to become known before we're needed, and we have to give it the time that it takes, because people are different now. People are different. People do not want to click. They're afraid to click because they're afraid they're going to get right. They're going to get hacked by AI. People don't want to answer the phone because they're afraid their voice is going to get hacked, and they don't even want to answer their door because they're afraid to. So consumers have changed drastically, and so we also have to change our behavior. So the goal is to become known before you're needed and to win before you arrive. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. And again, to be a top producer, you have to be a top marketer, right? You want to win before you arrive. The goal is that as a market leader, people know who you are, they know you before they need you, and you've already won the appointment before you even walk in the front door, because they know you and because of what you do before getting there, okay? So I like to think about marketing as a house. And first of all, I noticed that quite a few of you had talked about the mindset, which is true. Like, the earth is the mindset. Okay. The foundation is marketing and awareness. Without the foundation, you can't have the house, but without the mindset, you don't even have the foundation. So the mindset is absolutely key. Okay. So what I want to understand is the foundation of your house is marketing, branding, brand awareness. All right. And then if you market well, you're going to generate higher quality leads. So the better marketer I am, the better leads I'm going to generate. Now, it's very important that we have to nurture those leads. People don't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to buy a house today. Today, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to sell a house today. No, what they start thinking about, because it's a very important decision, just like we all do with any important decision, when we know we're going to do something that's important, we go and we do research. All right. We go online and do research. We go to YouTube and go to research. We go to Google and do research. And now we go to AI for research. We go to AI and we talk to AI like it's our best friend and we ask it questions. Okay. So this strategy, creating video content and creating content, also helps the language learning models, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, all these different language learning models find you as well, because they go out and they scrape when somebody asks for information. What the language learning models do is they scrape to find who is the best person for the answer. And when they're looking locally, way easier. Okay, for language learning models to discover somebody locally is easier because they look for local signals. All right, now, if I'm a better marketer, I'm going to generate higher quality leads. And if I nurture those leads, it's going to be much easier for me to convert those leads. And then obviously, once I convert them, I have to give them results, right? My systems, my processes, my CRM, learning and setting and experience will help me give them good results. And then once they leave me, my goal is, how do I retain them as clients? How do I get them to resell, relist, and refer me, right? How do I do that? Marketing. All right. Yes, it's important to have the parties and to do all those wonderful things to your clients and to keep in touch with them. But the more that they see you, the more they will remember you. I'm going to give you a really great example of how important this is that just happened to me yesterday. Okay. My daughter called me yesterday and she's like, Mom, my AC. Now, mind you, I got up yesterday at 5:30. I worked out with my best friend Tanny at 5:45. Okay, so she was in my house at 5:45. We worked out together. My daughter calls me yesterday morning at 8 o'clock and she's like, Mom, my AC went out. It's hot right now, like crazy over here, like it is where you guys are. And I was like, okay, who should we call? So called my husband. He's like, well, don't call, I think it was called Perfect AC or something like that. They kind of charge us too much next time. I'm like, crap, we don't have an AC person. So then my daughter calls me. She goes, Mom, Drew works for an AC company. That was my best friend's son, who I just worked out with at 5:45. I knew that he worked for this AC company, but I forgot, because we forget. People need to be reminded. They forget. People love you. They're going to learn about you and they are going to forget about you. So you have to make sure that you are top of mind. I will tell you, I had to sadly learn this when I was a real estate agent, where I'd be at Costco one day and I'd see a client, and my clients loved me because I over deliver on everything that I do. And they'd be like, Krista, we bought a house, we sold a house. And I'd be like, crap, why didn't they use me? They didn't use me because they developed a relationship with somebody else and they forgot that I was in real estate because I wasn't being smart about my marketing. And that, sitting there in Costco one day, I was like, wow, I have to start marketing better, right? The market crashes. And then when the market crashed, I was like, how am I going to turn this around? I need to go back to what I learned when I first got into real estate, and I need to become a marketer again. So what I did was I started creating video content like crazy. I started running ads on Facebook. And then, of course, I did all the wonderful things that real estate agents did. And that is how I averaged 133 homes a year every single year. It was the top 1% in the country the entire time I was in real estate, is from video marketing, running ads on Facebook, and differentiation. Okay. So does this make sense how all this works together? Now, here's what you have to understand is that most of you are either great at what you do, or you're going to be great at what you do because you work for Thumbprint Realty, right? You've got an awesome leader who's here helping you and exciting you. You guys come to these meetings and I can tell you guys do a lot together. So you're going to be a great agent. But if you're not good at marketing, you're not going to have as many opportunities to be a great agent, right? If you don't generate enough leads, you're not going to have enough opportunities to continue to work with people. If you don't nurture those leads, you're not. So all of it, all these pieces go together. Okay. So we need to understand that, it's very, very important. We want to be good at marketing so we can generate higher quality leads. We want to nurture those leads so we can convert those leads as often as possible. I call it the magnet system. So if you think about magnet, like a magnet attracts, right? The marketing and awareness, the M is for marketing, awareness, branding. The A is attract, lead generation. The G is grow relationships, lead nurture. The N is nail the sale for conversion. The E is execute for results. And then T is transform into raving fans. Refer, retain, resell. It's the magnet system. We want to attract, not chase. Most of us are taught door knocking, cold calling, chasing. And right now, the human behavior is different. They don't want to be chased. They want to be attracted. So, and marketing is just so different now than it was. So what you need to do to stand out, win over buyers and sellers for an open house. So this is now I'm gonna show you now another form of marketing that most of you are, and this is a newer agent, okay? This is a newer agent, all right? I did not like doing open houses. However, my daughter just got her license, and one of her pillars, I always teach people you should have like 3 pillars in your business. For her, one of her pillars is open houses. And I always say, when you have a pillar in your business, how do you do it? How do you do more of what you know works, and how do you do it better? So how do you do it more often, and how do you do it better before you do something new? Because there's a cost associated with learning something new. And so I'm going to show you how an example of how she does it. Okay. Let me just make sure I clicked on this share. So there we go. Share sound. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. Buyer guide, seller guide, seller funnel, buyer funnel. We have our buyer and seller community funnels up. She did an amazing job doing a cheese board. Obviously the home is staged. Homes that are staged statistically sell for more money and more quickly, with better terms in favor of the seller. Okay, so I'll show you one more. Oh, hold on, sorry. Hi there, it's Krista and Jalen. We just want to let you know we're doing the open house right now, and we've got everything looking all your neighbors great. Are here. All your neighbors came to say hi. The house looks amazing. We've got it all set up here with the seller's guide and the buyer's guide. All the information. We've got your flyers here, and it's going wonderful. We've had 3 serious buyers that are looking to come in from out of the area, and it's going good. Okay, so first of all, why would I do that? So the neighbors were there because we did, we invited the neighbors. So we do 100, we walk 100 homes. She would do 25 on the right, 25 on the left, on both sides of the street. So 100 homes. We invited all the neighbors because we want to meet the neighbors, right? We also want to show the seller that we're working for them. And then notice what was inside of the home, right? I had my book, seller guide, buyer guide. So I had all of like this information. Now, oh man, you can't see this right now, but no. I wonder if I can change that background. I'm not on my, so that, like, our books are there, right? I'm not on my computer on my assistant's computer right now. But so before I go on a listing presentation, I drop off the box that you saw that was on the table, right? It's got my books in it, my seller guides. It has a QR code that goes to a course. I have a course for sellers and a course for buyers. So all these things that we do to make sure that we convert, right? That's another form of marketing. So let me show you. Jalen, she got married in September. And after she got married, she called me and she's like, Mom, so it's been about 9 months. She's like, Mom, nobody's hiring me. Like Jackson's friends are buying houses and they're not using me. And I said, Jalen, what are you doing to show them that that they should choose you? How are you showing them that you're the right choice? What are you doing to differentiate yourself? What are you doing to show them that you're knowledgeable and you're skilled? So she took it seriously. She started doing what I teach, and I'll show you what's happening with her now, just 9 months later.
Come spend the day with me as a real estate agent in the East Bay area. So I went pending on one of my listings in Pittsburgh, and I added the I'm taken sign. And then I went over to my other property in Shadow Lakes that was coming soon, and we're now live. That's what I just said on it. And this is a certified turnkey property. If you want to know what that means, let me know. Then on my other listing on Hawthorne, my dad helped me install a coming soon sign. That home is coming on the market on Wednesday next week. And then my dad realized that I had a bunch of bird turds all over my car. So he's like, come over to my shop and let me wash your car for you. So that's what he's doing here. He owns the Mashore Auto Body. If you need any repairs done to your vehicle, if you've been in a car accident, he is your guy. Then I quickly got ready to go do a photo shoot for my listing on Hawthorne that's going on the market. And I dropped off some disclosures that my sellers need to revise and go through. I'm very into attention to detail, so I love having this floor mat when people walk into their future home. And then this is just me recording some content for the video that we're going to be doing that's going to be published, and you'll be seeing that in another clip later on. Then after that, I went on a listing presentation for another listing I have coming up. Now they decided to go with me in Oakley. This home is absolutely stunning. It's going to be listed on the market next Wednesday as well. This home is a newer build. The backyard is really, really nice. But look, who has putting greens in their backyard? This is the primary bedroom suite. It's so clean and nice in here. You would think that this home was already staged. And then I realized I still had a mic on myself, so I went back to go drop off the mic, and that is the day in the life of a real estate agent.
Okay, so let me just show you one more because I want to just show you. Now again, she's a newer agent, like she's crushing it. I'll have let me do this. Oh, perfect. Okay, so one more. I would follow her if her content is just fire and she is blowing up on her socials. So watch what she's doing for a marketing aspect for her open house. Remember, I talked about doing more and better. She does open houses now during the week and she works from her open houses.
I'm a real estate agent in Brentwood and the surrounding areas, and this is what a day in the life looks like for me on a typical Friday. After spending the morning loading up my car with about 25 signs and 2 9-foot tall blow-up dolls, I went to the new bakery across the street from the streets of Brentwood toward DeJour's, the Korean and French pastry shop, and got a couple of pastries, and then went to Rayleigh's and grabbed some mimosas and bellinis for my open house. Then I went to Home Goods to grab a little display for all my snacks for the open house, and then I realized I forgot my receipt at Torta, so I went back because, write-offs. And then it started raining, which was perfect time for me to start unloading all 25 of my signs all across Shadow Lakes. I definitely should have packed a hairbrush. Then I got a little toy for the homeowner's dog, and then it was time to start setting the inside of the open house up. I set up my little snack station, and the homeowners gathered some of the oranges, and this is their little cute cat that I got to hang out with throughout the open house. This is my buyer sign-in sheet. This is a way for me to attract buyers as well as getting a general consensus on what buyers think of the property. Then I laid out all my marketing materials on display. Those marketing materials include my Savvy Seller and my buyer blueprint books. My mom and I wrote those together that are specific for home buying and selling in the East Contra Costa County. I also have a local luxury living guide specific for each of the areas in Contra Costa County as well. Then, of course, I had to set up my blow-up dolls, and luckily, even though my mom wasn't there, she still was in spirit as her doll was there. Luckily, though, I did have my transaction coordinator, Cheryl, there with me, and then it was time to start letting clients into my open house. Everyone was so excited when they were driving by seeing these giant blow-up dolls. It was so much fun having these in front of my open house. I love real estate, and I will say that I am a real estate agent, but there's one thing I am first, and that is a marketer. The open house was 5 hours long, but ended up being 6, and then it was time to pack on up and go home to my sweet husband and my loving dog.
Okay, so what did we learn from that? Okay. She was marketing. People literally stop their car and go into the house to tell her, hey, cool blow up dolls, right? Then inside of the house, she's got her books, her seller guide. She's got her boxes that she can give to neighbors that come by. I mean, she did that more of what she knows really, really works. Does it make sense, everyone? Yes. Okay. So what I want you to see is that stuff like that. Do you have a question, Joanna? Joanna? Okay, no. All
Sorry,
right.
I was trying to come off of mute. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you break down a little bit the seller and buyer guide? So is it more of like a one pager? Is it an actual book? And what specific information are you putting in these guides to turn over and convert clients?
Yes. So we make a guide spring, summer, winter, and fall. And all the stats are updated. So we get all the stats from like the National Association of Realtors, and we'll figure out what's happening locally, and we will add all the stats of like average days on market, what the average interest rate is, like kind of what the market climate is for both sellers and buyers. Our books and our seller guides are very, very different. They are for sellers. They're made to convert. So basically, anytime I do any type of a conversion piece, my goal is to showcase what most other agents aren't talking about. Okay. So um I talk about a lot about marketing and why marketing is so important and the type of marketing that we do and what traditional agents are doing versus what we're doing. And so the whole goal of these pieces are to educate about what the market's doing, but also to educate about, quite frankly, the inefficiency of most agents. Okay, so like if you look at this right here, you guys, you can't see them because this is a, oh man, I'm just, maybe I could try to figure out how to change my setting on my, let me just see here.
Hello?
Hello?
So you know I'm sorry, you know where the camera is, right? The video?
Yeah, let me look. Okay.
So just press in it and you're gonna see something that says glory.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. Yay. Okay, good. All right. So like this right here is one of the boxes that we have, right? And there's a QR code here. That QR code goes to either a neighborhood community funnel or it goes to a seller course or a buyer course, depending on what my goal is, right? But like if you even look on this right here, it says marketing, Facebook ads, retargeting campaigns, digital repurposing, digital marketing, traditional marketing, design consultation, pick your neighbor, virtual open house, video, 360 tour, direct mail, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn ads for massive web exposure. So like I'm talking about things that most people won't talk about, right? So the goal, and then like I'll show you, here's I have a marketing plan that I put in there. And the same thing with the marketing plan. It says tapping the power of social media and the internet. And it's all the marketing that we do that most agents don't do. And so the whole goal is it's not just like I tell people, hey, according to the National Association of Realtors, less than 3% of homes sell with an open house and a signage combined. However, most agents are telling you to do open houses because they haven't been taught in this comprehensive digital marketing strategy. My goal is to expose your home to the masses. 97% of buyers start their home search online. So my goal is to get your home online as much as possible. And then I just go into, right? And they're like, oh, I didn't want to do open houses anyways. Now, my daughter doesn't say that because she likes to do open houses, right? So her open houses are a part of her pillar, but she's also very honest about it and lets them know, like, hey, open houses don't work. Agents are doing them because they haven't learned how to actually do marketing correctly, right? Like, think about you when you're searching, where do you go? You go online. So I need to make sure that your home is online, looks the best, blah, blah, blah. So anytime you're creating any kind of a marketing piece, think about how can you showcase what it is that you do that differentiates you from everybody else and show the facts and the data to support it, right? And then obviously also give them stats about marketing and the selling process and all of that. Does that make sense, Joanna? Was that helpful?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, 100%. And I also just want to touch upon the picking your neighbor and inviting your neighbor, because that's something that we do here as well. Can you talk a little bit about what that conversion rate has been for you and how impactful it has been inviting the neighbors to a listing, even though they're not in the market to look? But can you just touch base a little bit about that and how what your conversion rate has been for that?
Yeah, so we actually double into that house that I showed you there, and then she's worked with them in the past. So people are nosy. Like people want to know, let me see here. People want to know what their neighbors' houses look like, right? Especially when they see that you like they're nosy. So the goal of an open house is what? You want to typically usually you want to meet the neighbors, and so it's been really really great for her. Like my daughter she just got a listing appointment yesterday. I said, hey, so where is it? She has a one today and one next week, and I always tell her, hey, anytime you have a listing appointment, make sure that you're documenting where the appointment came so we could track our marketing. And she goes, this one came from an open house. So she's meeting people, and when the neighbors go there, they're seeing what she's doing, right? They see her dolls, they see her books, they see her guides, they see all of her stuff, and so they're impressed with what she's doing. And even though she's a newer agent, it doesn't look like she's a newer agent because she's an author, she created a course, like all these different things. So they've been very very successful. And remember I talk about doing more and better. That's how you do better. If you're going to do an open house, do it right. She runs an ad. We run an ad to the open house. It's like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right, And she's not even doing it only on the weekends now. She does it during the week, and then she just brings her laptop and she works from an open house. it's a part of her strategy. And I'm just like, I was like, that's just brilliant, you know? So I actually have an upcoming live event, and she's going to be doing a presentation about her open houses there. So they absolutely work. They work to meet neighbors, and they work to meet looky-loo buyers. They just typically don't work to actually sell the actual house, right? So that's why I didn't do them. So, but was that good? Does that make sense?
Yep. And one last question for you. You focused on talking about how your daughter's a newer agent. And one thing that I hear from a lot of newer agents is that they don't really feel too comfortable letting clients know that they're a newer agent because it doesn't really build that trust and rapport, and they lack that experience. So you mentioned how a lot of clients don't know that your daughter's a newer agent because she's an author. You know, she has these buyer guides. What advice would you give newer agents who don't want to look new, right?
Yeah.
But also want to be able to showcase themselves in a way where they could build that trust with their audience or with future clientele?
Yeah, so great question, Joanna. And thank you for the questions. I really appreciate it. I was like you when I like to learn from somebody who's done the thing I'm trying to do. So I would go to all the trainings and I would ask all the questions. So smart asking the questions. So don't tell people that you're new, right? But perception is reality. So people that, like, it doesn't even come to their mind that she's new when she's doing all the marketing. She does a day in the life of every single day. People are telling her, so she showcases like what she's doing working, and that is how she got busy. Is she would go and she'd tour homes, and she'd just talk about what she was doing in real estate. I'll show you another thing that we do. I'll show you two videos. She does not ever tell anyone that she's in real estate, and they don't question that she's newer because of all the things that she's doing. Remember, perception is reality. You're talking about real estate, you're showcasing even if you haven't sold a house yet, you can talk about real estate, talk about the market, talk about what's happening in the community, and nobody is going to know that you are new. Now I'm going to show you another video when I was an agent, I was selling so many houses, and I would say the same thing over and over again. So, probably, gosh, I've been coaching now for 8 years. So probably for about 15 years. Okay. So 15 years ago, and no joke, it's been about that long. I was like, I'm going on so many appointments. I'm sick of saying the same thing. So I'm going to create a video that I send before I get there that pretty much talks all about the marketing. So, and I'm actually redoing the video right now. We redo it every year. I'm in the process of redoing it right now because we're using AI so much in our marketing. And I want to be able to tell people all the things that we're doing as far as how we're using AI in this home selling process. So we're redoing the video, but okay, let's see. I'm human. Yes, I'm human. Here we go. Awesome. Okay. So remember I talked about I want to be known before I'm needed, and I want to win before I arrive. Okay. So my goal is how do I showcase my unique differentiation before I actually get there, right? I drop off the box. The box has my book in it, the marketing plan. It's got a QR code that goes to the seller course, and I send a 13-minute marketing video beforehand. And this is it. I'll just show you a few minutes of it. I won't have time to show you the whole thing, but this will give you
Your home deserves it, and your home deserves maximum exposure. We need to expose your home to the thousands, not just the few.
We do this by thinking outside of the box and by using a highly comprehensive digital marketing strategy that we have yet to see any other agents utilize in our area. We focus on innovation, technology, video, and social media. And here's the kicker, and where most agents fail. We use them the right way. Now, what do I mean by the right way? Well, according to the National Association of Realtors, only 16% of agents are using social media. But from my extensive research, we found that less than 1% across the nation are actually using it correctly. Many agents are using the buzz term that they use social media and technology. However, agents who have not been trained in this comprehensive digital marketing strategy are just doing things like posting on their personal page or posting on their business page. But that just is not enough. You see, Facebook...
And see, that's what most of you are doing, and that's why it's not working, right? Because less than 2% of organic traffic, organic videos get seen. That is why I tell you to pay to play.
Is a business, and they make their money from people advertising on Facebook. So to properly expose your property, you have to run ad campaigns. This ensures that massive amounts of people actually see your home. Here are just a few examples of what I mean by this. If you look at the number right here, you'll see where it says reach.
See it, 132,000 people, 79,000 views. Now I'm showing them that this is how I market. Now this not only helps the seller, but this helps me. Every time I run an ad and people see my ads, right? They're looking like I'm marketing myself too.
Well, that's the number of people that are actually seeing this advertisement for this home. Can you imagine the power of having over 132,000 people actually seeing your home online? And here's another example showing 76,000 views. That's a lot, isn't it? We create amazing landing pages of our homes on social media, and we use video when doing so. According to Orion 21, landing pages with video have up to 800% more conversions than the same landing page without a video. Here's another crazy statistic I think you should hear about. According to the National Association of Realtors, 67% of buyers are going to walk through a home that they see online. So you can only imagine how important it is that I expose your home to as many prospective buyers online as I can. Because if 67% of people that see your home are likely to walk through it, then it's my fiduciary obligation to make sure that I expose your home to the masses. Also, we can target your specific home to people both locally and out of the area. This is called geographic detailed targeting. We do this not only on Facebook, but also on various other social media platforms. Here's another example of just a few properties that we have.
Now imagine creating an ad and getting 394 hours of watch time, 555 hours of watch time. People spent $10 million for 30 seconds. Do you think my $3 to $5 a day is worth this? Absolutely. That's how I averaged 100 plus homes a year, right?
Advertised, and you can see the amount of hours that people were watching the videos. That's so much more powerful than just doing an open house, which typically only attracts looky-loo buyers and of course your neighbors, right?
Again, right there, I was saying something completely opposite of what everyone else says. Do you see? I was like, my job is like, how do I win before I arrive? How do I make sure I'm known before I'm needed? How do I showcase my unique mechanisms, my unique differentiation? How do I ethically and kindly say like, hey, they're telling you to do this, but really this is the right way. And I mean, like it works so well. So that's like, I just want you to all to see how easy it can be. It's not a hard thing. Yes, it takes time to learn this stuff. It takes, I mean, I spent, $25,000 having this book written with myself and a New York Times bestselling editor. She helped me write it because I'm not an author. Anybody can write a book, but if a book's a cheesy ghostwritten book and it doesn't have like it's a conversion piece, right? So, what I want you to understand is that some of you are new here, and some of you are like, this seems hard and it seems like a lot. This is one of the most lucrative careers you will ever have in real estate, right? Think about me as a teacher making $60,000 after 6 years with a master's degree, going into real estate and $690,000 or $670,000 my first year, right? So, but you have to do it differently, and I knew I had to do it differently. So my whole goal as when I was a real estate agent is how do I do better? How can I continue to evolve and improve myself? How can I continue to differentiate myself? And it was just a constant, I was constantly always working towards it. And it was like really hard to beat me. Like I like pretty much never lost. I mean, maybe 2 out of 100 appointments I would lose. And that's not an exaggeration at all, right? Because of all the things I did beforehand. So I'm telling you this because 99% of agents are not going to do this. They're not going to do the work. They won't. But if you will do the work, take the time, invest in the knowledge, invest in your skill set, you will beat everybody because no one else is doing this type of thing, right? So I'll keep going. I'm going to talk to you about another really great opportunity that there you have right now in real estate. Let me see here. I'm going to find. Sorry, everyone. My slides are like kind of all over the place now. Yesterday I did I had a class that I taught, and it was like, oh my God, I couldn't find my slides half the time. It was one of those things. And today is, here we go, right, this video, there we go. All right, so any more questions before I go on? Because I love the questions, they're awesome. Any more?
I have a ton of questions, but I'm going to wait until the end.
No, go ahead.
I want to really make sure you get through everything. And then whoever wants to stay on after 9:30 could, but I have a ton of questions I wrote. Okay. Ashley.
Sorry.
Ash,
Yeah,
yep.
sorry. Hi, Krista.
Hi.
Thank you for this. I actually am a fan of yours, but I did have a question.
Yes.
Um, how often are you renewing the videos or like refreshing them, I would say? Like I know this is a lot of marketing that you have. How often are you, you know?
Yeah, so great question. So first of all, what I want y'all to understand is that when I was doing this, it was expensive, right? Like I spent $6,000 to have a 30-second video done. And then I spent, I think it was, I can't remember, I don't want to say the wrong number, but it was over $5,000 a month I had to pay to have my video at the movie theaters, right? And then once Facebook came, I was like, oh my gosh, this is an opportunity. I remember seeing like an ad from Macy's or Nordstrom or one of those department stores on Facebook, and I was like, if they can market on Facebook, I can. So I spent $15,000. I flew to San Diego. I got trained on how to run Facebook ads, and I started running video ads. Now you could use your phone. Like all you need is your phone. You don't like you could use your phone. The videos that you saw Jalen do, isn't even really putting an ad spin behind it. She's just doing them on Instagram. And because people love real estate and they're so interested in what in their town and what's happening, people watch them and they'll tell her, I'm calling you because I saw your video. Like, so you don't need, you just do it. I would say at least one video a day. And I know that sounds daunting to a lot of you. And I know a lot of you are afraid of what you look like or what you sound like, or you're too heavy or you're too thin or you're too whatever, right? I have a big nose. Like I've always had a thing about my nose. And I hate the way I look on video. I can't stand it, right? And I'm getting older now too, so it's even harder because I don't like the way I look as much. But I do it, I still do it. And it has been like there's something called a parasocial relationship. And what that is that people start to develop a one-sided relationship with people they see on the other side of the screen. And so it's just like the movies or your favorite character. Or you watch television and you love the bad, you love the good guy and you hate the bad guy and you cry during a movie because you've developed a parasocial relationship. People start to get to know you, and the reason why it's hard is because people aren't commenting anymore. They're not commenting, they're not liking, they're sitting back and they're lurking and they're watching. I have literally heard hundreds of times, I've been watching you for years and they've never clicked. But and I my students, because I have like I coach thousands of agents across the country, but they always tell me, you're not gonna believe this. I got this listing and like every single day, and I mean every day. I got this listing, I got this call, and somebody's been watching me. They've watched all my videos, but they've never commented, they've never liked, they've never done anything. People, and so the reason I'm saying that is because most people stop too soon. They don't see the results, they don't get the feedback, so they stop because they think it's not working. But people love real estate. And I want you to think about you as a human, not as an agent, but as a person. If you own a home, or when you go down the street and you see a sign on the lawn, first of all, you get pissed off because it's not your sign, which you should, because the reason it's not your sign is because you're not marketing enough. And then second thing you do is you go home and you pull up the MLS and you want to see what the house is listed for, or you grab the flyer because you want to see what the house is listed for. Why? Because you live there and you care. When you go to a party and somebody knows that you're a real estate agent, what do they ask you? They ask you, how's the market? Right? That's what you get asked every time when they know you're in real estate. So tell people, do market updates, do updates about what's happening in the city. Is there a new restaurant coming? Is there a new business coming? Is there something prolific or something happening in the area? What are the interest rates doing? What's the average days on market? Now, I'm going to show you something else. And again, if I were to ask you, I'm sorry, guys, this is really driving me crazy right now. Okay, if
We
I
have
was
another question when you have a chance.
I'm going to show you something else, and I'm going to that this is these have been um and as I said, I kind of here we go. Okay, so I don't like that one. Oh, I can't find it right now. But so these right here are called funnels. And what I do if I create a funnel right every month for each community in my area. So I create a funnel once and I add videos to it and I add my marketing plan to it and I add my book to it. And then what I do is every month I do I get on Zoom, I pull up the MLS and I do a market update on the neighborhood, right? And then as you can see here, I'll show you and then there's a QR code that goes to like on the flyers or whatever I create, there's a QR code and that goes to the neighborhood funnel. So when somebody goes there, it's like, oh, Deer Ridge, Shadow Lakes or ABC community. And then it's a market update of for the month of what happened over the past 30 days in their community. And so now when a seller or buyer calls about a neighborhood, we send them that. And Jalen's doing the updates on there. And like they would never assume that she's not experienced, right? Now think about how something like that works. They're interviewing multiple agents. I'm an author. I send them my box. I send them my course. I send them my community funnel, and I'm updating them on what's happening in the neighborhood. Now the perception is I'm an expert in that neighborhood, right? So there's just like all these psychological principles and again that you can do as a newer agent, right? And so and all of you know how to use Zoom. You know how to use your MLS. You're on Zoom right now, right? You just share your screen and you just hit record and you just talk about the neighborhood. Joanna.
Those videos that you posted, that you show your potential sellers, or when you go on listings, are you posting those on YouTube as well? And is YouTube part of your marketing strategy as well?
Yeah, so we do something called video repurposing. So our videos go everywhere. I don't put the marketing video up anywhere. It just goes directly to the seller. It's on a funnel. So I have a marketing funnel and it's on there with everything else. So, but yes, we do YouTube. I haven't cracked the code on YouTube. I have a lot of my students, we teach YouTube, but for my real estate business, I hadn't cracked the code before I left and got into coaching. But my students do, utilizing the same strategy that I teach them with Facebook. They just post all their videos onto YouTube. Some of the best videos that you could do are like you should all be doing long form content on YouTube. Like think about any question that people ask, right? You can find them on Reddit or forums or Facebook. What are the questions that people ask? Like what's the best neighborhood in XYZ city? Pros and cons of XYZ city, right? All of those videos do so well, and my students crush. I have multiple influencers actually from YouTube. So yes, you should be putting your videos everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Reels, Shorts. Like think about this is like TV. Remember, this is like television. Everyone's on their phone all the time. So the more that you can, the more areas that you can put them, the better. And what I will tell you to do, honestly, Joanna, for all those of you that aren't doing it, just start with one platform. Don't overwhelm yourself. Start with one platform, be consistent, and then add to the next. But right now with like Opus Clip, you could use Opus Clip. It's an AI, and you could literally there's so much software AI right now that will take your video and give it back to you in every single format for the right platform in a matter of minutes. It's like there's really not an excuse now as to why not to do it, because you can use CapCut to edit the videos. Now with AI, it's editing your videos for you half the time, right? And then it will put it in multiple platforms. So like video is your key. I've got statistics, but I don't want to take the time to show you all the stats so I leave time for questions. But I mean, you saw it in the video. Videos, landing pages with video have up to 800% more conversion, right? Like 800% more conversion just because of a video. Why? Because it's a trust factor. People need more trust signals. And right now we are in a recession of trust, right? We're in a trust recession right now. People are trusting less and less. So the more that you can educate people before you get there and develop a relationship with them before you walk into the door, remember known before needed and winning before you arrive. You will win more. Tahina.
Hi, Krista. Thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome, hon.
So when it comes to getting started, I know when I get into posting things and like doing videos, I spend so much time on it. And I know you mentioned AI and some things that you use. Have you always done it on your own? And would you recommend, if you were to get some help doing it, what would you recommend starting off?
Oh, okay. So I'm putting some apps like Opus Clip, CapCut, Descript. So I have never done my own videos because I was selling so many houses. I hired a full-time videographer because I was like, man, what I'm paying to have video done and photos done, I hired a full-time videographer. So because it was more affordable for me to pay somebody, 60, 70 grand a year than it was for me to pay $500 on every, because I was selling 130, 120 homes a year. So I had, like, early on, I hired a full-time videographer. However, my daughter, right, she's a newer agent. She's younger and she just uses her phone. Like most of my students just use their phone. Like if you learn Opus Clip or CapCut or Descript, they're so easy now, right? They're so simple. Like I watched them do it. I'm like, dang, you did that so fast. Like they edit videos in 10 minutes, right? I mean, honestly, Tina, I promise you, like if you don't have the money, if you can afford to hire somebody, hire somebody. But if you can afford it, they'll probably charge you like $25 for a video or something like that. There's tons of people on Fiverr or whatever else that you could hire, but you could do it on your own, and as far as the way people look, like first of all, I don't look that great today. I mean, I just woke up, I got ready in 20 minutes, right? Like I'm half boogers in my eyes and all this stuff, right? Like people don't like perfect, right? Perfectly imperfect. Done is better than perfect. I will tell you, just be yourself. I think people love authenticity. I'll do videos where I'm getting ready in the morning. I'll do videos with no makeup on, look like a hot mess. I don't care. And people, one thing that I hear now, because I'm a coach and I do a lot of video for coaching, is like they always say, I love your authenticity. You're so authentic. People are craving realness because there's so much fake out there, right? So don't worry about, being, I can tell from your beautiful picture, you're a gorgeous woman. And I can tell that you like to look, point on just from your picture, right? So, and I know that a lot of people feel that way, but what I would tell you is just be you. People like, and if you're nervous about how you look, that's how you look. That's how you sound. That's who you are. You can't put a bag over your head when you go on an appointment, right?
Right. And thank you. There's like 10 or more people side-eyeing me right now in this chat. So I appreciate you.
What's a side eye? Why?
Because they've said this to me before. So I appreciate you reiterating that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, who cares, Tahina? You know what I say too? And people are haters. Like, people are haters. They're going to judge us. I mean, people talk so much crap about me on the internet because I talk fast and I'm hyper and all these things. And it's like, what's worse is people not knowing me. That's worse. People not knowing me. And also, research shows that the more people see you, the more they start to actually like you. And I want you guys just to think about me on this call, okay? Like, I'm on this call and it's a little intimidating. I mean, I think I might be the only white person on this call. So I was a little intimidated, like, oh my gosh, like I'm a little nervous. And so some of you, when you first got me, I'm like, who's this girl? And so you might not have at first, when I got on here, I talk a little fast. I have a lot of energy. You might have felt a certain way about me, and that's okay. But hopefully as the call went on, you realized, man, this girl knows what the hell she's talking about. Like, let me lean in, right? Like you just from this, me talking for the past hour, I can guarantee you that some of you in the beginning were like, who is this person? And then you were like, who is this person? Right? Because of the information that I'm giving. Like, you're developing that parasocial relationship with me. Even though this is a live thing, it's the same thing as somebody watching a video. Okay?
I think you had a strong intro though. I think the strong intro was, okay, we want to know who this person is. We're excited. Come on, throw that out there.
I know I'm a lot, so that's all I'm saying.
Real quick, Nathan, if you could put everything Krista put in the chat in WhatsApp, so we don't lose it when we finish with this.
And Zoom. Let me real quickly too, before everyone leaves, I have a free offer for you guys. So I do every month. I just did one, but I think I'm gonna come actually in a week or so. But I've got a free. So I do an event every month, and I'm gonna give you guys access to it. It's usually $300 for this VIP. But what I'm going to do, because of you being so gracious and letting me be here, and I want to be able to help Thumbprint Realty, I'm going to give you guys a free seat and also give you VIP. So you'll get, this is, like I said, this is usually $300 for VIP. You'll get access to go to this. It's an online virtual event. And what I would recommend is going together, do this together, right? Do this together. Do a watch party. I guarantee you I will blow your mind at this. It's all about marketing. You will walk away. Like, I've never had an event where people have not picked up business during the event, because I have you actually do work at the event. And I've been doing it for 7.5 years, and I've never had an event where people didn't pick up, like literally get. Yesterday I just finished, and a gal was like, "Oh my gosh, she went out with the seller or a buyer, one of the two, I can't remember, but from what she learned at the event." Like we get like hundreds of people have picked up appointments just from going to this event because I have you do work at the event every single day. So it's called success work. It's fun work, but I have you do work. So it'll be helpful. It's all about marketing differentiation. It's kind of what I showed you here, but on crack. So yeah, KristaMashore.com/realty. Okay, well, questions now.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just put this in the chat.
There you go.
All right. Anyone have? Well, first of all, drop a 7 if you learned something today. Drop a 7. Drop a 7 if you learned something today. Drop a 7 if you are excited to do some marketing. Drop a 7 if you are going to be activated and actually execute, because y'all know the 3 P's. You know what I love about the 3 P's? I love to pray. I love people that pray. Oh, I love people that pray. I love people that plan. Oh, I love people that pray and plan. But you know what I love the most? People that pray, plan, and proceed.
I love it.
What'd you say, Jess?
I said I love it.
Thank you. All right. Any questions before I got a lot of questions. Any questions? I want to give you the stage right now. I believe Krista gave us a lot today to really turn our careers in another direction. Like right now, we could do it today. We could start everything, all these gems. All right. She gave us action items. Results, why she do certain things, marketing. Top marketer equal top agent. Simple as that. If no one knows you, if you're a low down agent, it's not going to work doing it your way in your comfort zone. It's not going to work. All right, Taina.
Sorry about that. So Krista,
Taina, turn your camera on. We're gonna start you feeling comfortable on video right now. Turn on your camera. I don't care how you look. Turn your camera on. We all are friends here. Okay, you're beautiful. Why isn't your camera on? First of all.
I don't know.
I'm gonna give you guys all a strategy. Okay, this is the strategy that I have everyone do at the event, and I promise you will get results. So I guarantee this. Everyone say guarantee. I guarantee this. Okay, if you do what I'm going to teach you right now, it takes about 10 minutes a day. If you do it every day for the next 30 days, I promise all of you will pick up a client. Okay, and this is what it is. It's called a video text message. You take your camera and you send a personal video text message to 10 people every single day. Do not ask for business. Do not ask for referral. You just pick up your phone and you look in your contacts and you say, "Hey Tahina, it's Krista. I just wanted to say hi. I was thinking about you. Like you came to mind, and I'd love for us to get together. I hope all is well." Now, if you know something personal about them, so this takes longer, okay? So you don't have to do this, but let's just say somebody had a birthday or had a graduation or an anniversary or some important life event. Mention the life event, okay? If not, it takes longer, so don't worry about it. And start that and do 10 a day every morning before you leave the house, okay? 10 a day every morning before you leave the house. It takes 10 minutes. And what happens is people remember that you're in real estate. It's going to help you start to feel comfortable on video, and it's going to help you get over the fear of video, and you're going to see how positively people respond to it, okay? You will pick up clients because people are like, "Oh my gosh, we were just thinking about buying," or "Oh my gosh, Tina, I just talked to Joanna yesterday, and Joanna is wanting to buy or sell. I'm going to refer you." I guarantee you'll pick up a client. We've studied this with my students. The average is 1 a month from this strategy. That's 12 a year. Now, here's the deal, everybody. This is a very simple strategy, but because you have to actually do it and put the effort, most of you won't do it because you have to actually change your behavior, which means you have to actually do the work, right? 10 a day takes you 10 minutes. Like, do the math of what one client a month would mean for you. And I promise you it'll help you. It'll help you feel better, okay? About doing it. Get out of your head. Like, get in your head, you're dead. Okay, so what was your question? Sorry.
No, so I went on your website. I see a couple things, but I see 3 days live training for free, and then there was another one that said virtual. I didn't know if there was.
Yeah, so this one, this is the virtual one. I have a live event coming up in Vegas in August 31st, September 1st and 2nd, which is going to be fire. But this right here is a virtual one. It's 3 days. It's virtual.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And we'll be going over like all this stuff, but in much, much greater detail.
All right. So let me see. Let me just. Any other questions? I gotta pick on some people. Katia, you don't have any. Katia, you got a question? I thought about you when we put this together. So, Katia, do you have any questions?
Good morning. Good morning. I know Krista's gonna say, put on your camera. So I am putting my camera on.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much for this. This was so meaningful, so helpful. I am going to put everything into implementation. I'm one that overthinks everything. Okay, got to get the hair together, the makeup together to actually get on camera. But I want to know from you in terms of getting through that, you're like, just do it. So in terms of editing, do you think that it is meaningful to add a little filter, or
I
just
think
keep
that
it raw?
I think that if you're too filtered, people see it and I think they're turned off by it.
Yeah.
People want trust, right? Especially in real estate, and just like that, you're beautiful. Who cares? That's what you look like, right? Let me ask you a question. What if the entire time I was doing this training, it looked like this? What if it was just a fake picture of me the whole time? Like, right? It wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been as good of a presentation. You wouldn't have connected with me as much. You wouldn't have learned as much. You wouldn't have been able to it wouldn't have, right? I mean, and this is the same thing as if it was somebody's watching a video. And let me tell you something. Remember the 7-11-4 principle from Google. People binge when they are buying and selling a house. They go and they do research. And now, part of what I teach at my 3-day event is like AEO, GEO, how to get recommended by the language learning models, right? ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity. People trust LLMs as much as they trust people now, the information they're getting from LLMs. So people are going online and they're asking, and the way for language learning models to recommend you is they look for trust signals. They look to see that you've got your name and information the same everywhere. And they also look to find out who's answering local questions. So they go to blogs and they go to video content. Okay. So right now I'm teaching my students, you better write a blog every day, put it on your website, on your blog, and then make a video of that. Because then, and my students are getting recommended now as the #1 choice from language learning models in their city because of this strategy. And no one's doing that. No one. So it's like one of the easiest opportunities right now to like dominate. Like I personally, and I'm just going to show you so you believe me, like this is how serious I'm taking this, okay? Because I want to Mashore.com. Okay, so look at this. This is how serious I'm taking this right now because it's such a massive gold mine and opportunity. See this? Look at how many articles I have. 130 articles I've written. Okay. I actually have, I've had AI make this for me, but Google reviews for real estate agents. Our realtors leads worth it. And do that circling, like this is and I'll put my blog in here for you guys, but I'm doing all these articles because I want the language learning models to understand that I'm the #1 real estate coach, right? So, and now all my students are doing this locally, and it's so much easier locally because when you write the articles and you mention local cities, local neighborhoods, local landmarks, it recognizes, okay, this is local, this person's trustworthy, right? I mean, I didn't even have a chance to get into that today, but it's like so many, so many easy opportunities right now. Okay, Shante, am I saying that right? Wrong? I probably am.
Shante, Shante.
Shante?
Good morning, Krista.
Good morning.
I had a question about your follow-up systems after all the leads come in. Like when you do your marketing, what are you doing in order to manage the leads and make sure people don't like fall through the cracks? Because I think that's something else that's really important because sometimes I get a high influx of leads and trying to figure out good systems to keep, keep them engaged.
I have my own, it's called the Mashore method. It's a white label of Go High Level. So, but it's like 100% like real estate. So we have text messages, they go on my email list. They're in like once they opt into here, they're on a workflow. So massive workflow. So for example, like once I run ads, okay, if once somebody opts in, then I retarget them on Facebook, right? Like I retarget them all over on Facebook. And then I also send them, like they get a copy of my book. I send them a copy of my seller course or buyer course, depending on which one they are. I let them let them opt into the community funnel market update every month. Like it's just a small, they're on a workflow on the Mashore method.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I had to learn that the hard way. My first, I was in real estate for a long time, didn't have a CRM. And I would have sold 200 homes a year had I had a CRM sooner. Took me like 10 years to figure that one out. Dawn.
Good morning. Good morning. So I had to step away, so I don't even know if you really talk about this, but what do you do with negative comments?
I don't mind negative comments because it helps the algorithm. So it helps the algorithm. So it's like comment all you want, but most of the time, I mean, yeah, you don't get that many of them. I wouldn't worry about it. And then if you're uncomfortable with them, just delete them and block the person. Right? Delete them and block the person if you're worried about it. Mm-hmm. And just give them one of these.
No, not that. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So with a negative comment, I want to share something. I created another video on the negative comment, and that video went viral.
I love it. Yeah.
Negative comment. Oh, y'all call me Craig. Y'all said I'm capping. All right, cool. And it was great marketing on my behalf.
Oh, so good. So good.
Amazing. All right. So I got some questions. All right. Wait a minute. Jeremy, do you have any questions?
Hell no, this is good. She's reawakened some stuff that I was taught with my coach that I actually stopped doing. And this is electrifying internally just because I know I'm gonna take action on this. This is dope. Good work.
Oh, good.
Boom. All right, here we go. So a lot of some of what you said, I bring up often with my partners. Number one, we've been talking about YouTube for the probably last month or so, right? Guys, y'all have to start your YouTube page. You gotta answer the questions that people are already asking in the neighborhood. Because if you put in one question in YouTube, right? In Google, you scroll down to the middle of the page. It says people also ask this. Answer those questions. Golly, just answer the questions, right? So
I love you're saying this because that was part of my presentation today, but I didn't get to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been talking about it. Some did it, a lot did not, right? But thank you for just bringing it up because it makes everything much easier when someone say, "Hey, I'm looking for this," and their name pop up. Next is you said, can you explain this term, lazy marketing, right? And I believe lazy marketing is when, again, they in their comfort zone, they'll just post a picture, they'll do some AI stuff, and that's it.
Yeah. And as I'm talking, I'm going to take pictures of this. These are all the questions that you guys should 100% be answering these videos. So, and these are where you should be posting them, right? So take a picture of these. These are the number one questions that people are asking. These are the best videos to do for your YouTube videos and for you to do to create articles on and to create. So I would take a picture of these and these. So yeah, lazy marketing is doing what everyone else is doing, right? Like if everyone, that's what everyone's doing, and that's why it doesn't work. That people are paying money to have like these social media companies post stuff on their site, and the reason it doesn't work is because it's not it's not a person, right? It's not a person, and everyone's doing the same thing. So you have to be willing to do what everyone else isn't willing to do, and that is how you succeed. And again, just like Jeremy said, he's like, man, this is my coach told me to do this, and I stopped. Right? That is 99%. And Jeremy, I'm not calling you out on here, but that's 99% of people. 99% of people are not going to, and then again, where to find the questions people ask? Google searches, just like was mentioned, YouTube searches, Reddit, local forums, and client conversations. Okay. Anytime you go on an appointment and somebody asks you a question, write it down and do a video on it. Okay, write it down and do a video on it. And if you can, create an article on it. I'm going to give you guys this right here too. This right here is an app that I created. It's a custom GPT. This will help you create your articles, and you can use it for a week. Okay, so this will help you create your articles. I'll show you how simple it is. You can do it in a matter of it'll take you seconds. I can walk you through it really quickly. Let me go to my command center here and down here to the AEO. There we go. Okay, so it'll be like help me get recommended by LLMs. Okay, click on that, and then it's going to start asking you questions. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, sorry, we haven't access. What we do you? Oh, here we go. Client. Okay. Oh, there's a. Okay, what's on your mind today? There's some kind of a weird. Oh, I have to sign it. Anyways, you don't need me to walk you through it. It's very simple. Okay, so click on that. That'll help you. It'll help you write your articles. Also, this will help you with the videos. So with the articles, after you're done with writing the article, tell it, hey, can you help me create a 30 or 45-second video for Facebook or YouTube? Okay, Dawn and then Joanna.
I just wanted to put a comment out real quick, just for our new agents. I just want to know if any of you guys have questions, because you guys haven't asked anything, and we do have some influencers on here as well. So I would love to hear from Verdia. I would love to hear from Stacy. I would love to hear from Cassandra to see if you guys have any questions for Krista. This is your opportunity to ask her a question live. So if you have anything on your mind, please ask.
Was that you, Dawn, that just said that, or Joanna?
I don't have any. I don't have actually. I'll put my camera on so you can see me. I don't have any questions. I am taking everything in, and there are a few things that you mentioned that I will be using. So, thank you for coming on today, and thank you for giving all this advice. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I love teaching.
Same here. I don't have any questions. I think that your presentation was absolutely amazing. There were so many gems and so many things that I will be running with, not walking, but running with, as I go forward in making my content and marketing myself. So thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
You're welcome. And guys and gals here, like, do it together. You guys can have so much fun. I mean, like, such great energy with all of you, right? And you're such good positivity. You guys can make fun videos at the office and like do a day where it's like an office thing. And I mean, people love entertainment to like make some funny things, like it's like I miss that so bad because I work from home. I'm like a total homebody. And like if I was in the office, I would be doing cool, fun content all the time. People love that. They'll see your personalities, they'll get to know you. So if you're really nervous about it on your own, do it with somebody else.
Absolutely. I feel like I definitely, similar to Taina, I struggled with, just feeling like I have to look perfect to be on camera. And I posted a bloopers reel, which is pretty much all of the funny clips that, I had from attempt to film a video out in Somerville. And that post actually did so well, people ate it up because it really portrayed the reality behind content creation, being that it's not perfect, it's not all glamorous. It took me 74 different takes to get the perfect shot. And, I think people really love the rawness, the authenticity that comes with those types of posts. So that's definitely something that I want to lean into more, is shooting more fun content, I guess more content that's more funny and like comedic, if that's a word. Because yeah, it's outside of my comfort zone. It's not my go-to style. But I think at the end of the day, it's about listening to what your audience wants to see, right? And what people engage the most with.
Yeah, we used to do blooper videos all the time and people loved them. Because we'd screw up all the time. And then it also makes your watch time longer because people will wait until the end when they know there's bloopers to see the bloopers. So like on your videos that you're doing even for your houses and stuff, right? Like, I mean, it's a smart idea. I love it. Love it. Yeah, they do. They do love that idea.
All right. Anyone else? Forever hold your peace. All right. So next question I have. So I know Shantae touched on this, right? Building a strong system. So I just want to walk through this. All right, let's take social media. So I would say drop a 7 on social media if you want my buyer's guide, right? So I know I could use mini chat right now. Drop a 7, mini chat. They have to capture their phone number, email address, full name. Then my assistant reach out to them and qualify them. Basic questions, savings, where you want to live, such and such, when you want to buy, right? Are you saying now you use go high level to actually do all that? You don't even do mini chat or anything like that?
No, we do mini chat. But what I would tell, like most of the people on this call, mini chat is an overkill, right? We use mini chat because I'm a real estate influencer and we get like hundreds of, comments and stuff. So we use mini chat for that when we do our videos like Comment X, and then it puts them through a workflow. Go high level doesn't have that function yet. But for most people here, what I would say is you just need, you don't have enough interaction to need to learn mini chat. Mini chat can be kind of complicated, right? Just do it on your own. However, with Mashore method, yes, there's a with my software, you can put Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of them, and all the comments go to one place, so you don't miss anything. So everything goes to one place, so you can see everything and respond back all in one spot, which makes it easier. And there's other software that like I think so like all of you should look into Repurpose.io. Repurpose.io is how you can repurpose all of your content, and it puts it you put it in Repurpose.io and it puts it in the right format, the right content, the right size and dimensions for every platform. So that's a really affordable AI for video, so you can do repurposing quickly and easy. I also have that in the Mashore method, but just go to Repurpose.io.
Okay, thank you. And then where did you get the blow up dolls?
So my daughter, go do research. My daughter, she's not awake right now because it's only 6:39 here, but I'll get that to you. I'll get that to you.
All right.
Yeah, everybody loves them, and gosh, you guys, they work so well. Like, oh my gosh, I taught this. I showed that in Sacramento about a month ago, and this girl went viral. She has over 4 million views on her blow up doll since she went and bought it immediately, and she texted me. She was like, "Oh my god, I have 4 million views on my thing." So people love it.
All right, and then
Get the 9 feet one. There's like a 6 feet. Get the 9 feet one. It's a little bit. They're around $1,000, just FYI, for them. But it's well worth it. Well worth it because it's attention and it's different, and and also it's work. It takes her about 20 minutes to blow up both the two dolls, right? And so most people just aren't willing to do it, and that's why it works. So when I tell you it's so easy in real estate to stand out, because most agents are lazy and they're not willing to put the work in. I say that with love, but most agents aren't. Like, it's so easy to get into real estate. You take a few classes, bam, you're a real estate agent, right? So because the barrier to entry is so easy, most people aren't willing to put the work in. And like damn, real estate has made me a multimillionaire. Like a multimillionaire. Like, and I was in a foster home. So it's like, to think of that, like the year I left real estate to be a coach, I was making $1.8 million a year in GCI. And I was taking home 1.5 million, right? As a like a kid that, I mean, so much lucrative. It's like, and again, nothing special about me. It's just that I'm a hard worker and I put in the effort. Like nobody is going to outwork me, right?
Hey.
So, and I also always was looking to be, how can I be better? How can I do better? How can I do more of what I know is working, and how can I do it better? And that's how I like all the things I showed you today. I did that when I was an agent, and that was why like people couldn't compete.
Touch you.
Yeah, you couldn't touch me. I was like, people were like, "When are you going to retire?" I'm like,
never. I'm going to be a coach, and my mentee's going to get you now.
Now they're so happy that I'm a coach because now I don't sell like that.
Facebook ads. So now you mentioned Facebook ads, but how do you learn to really put a successful Facebook ad together?
When you guys go to the event, I'm going to be telling you exactly, like I'll show you exactly like how to do it. It's too hard to do it right on this.
Okay. Next. So I guess.
But one thing I will tell you is that the strategy that I use, I actually taught it at Funnel Hacking Live. It's called the pre-funnel. And he was like, "How are you converting so much?" And I'm like, "Oh, because I run awareness ads. So I run brand awareness ads. So I'll do a video and I'll utilize the video view and the reach objective on Facebook, and I'll tell it, put this video in front of reach my entire city, everybody in Brentwood." And so what it does is I pay to get and it's very cheap. That's why I say $3 to $5 a day, because it's pennies to put video. So you're not asking people to try to convert. You're just getting your face out there so they actually see you, because less than 2% of organic traffic is actually seen. So
I spent $800 on TikTok and got 6 qualified clients.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I feel you. I definitely understand.
Okay, another really great opportunity right now is ChatGPT is now running ads. I haven't done it yet. You can run ads on ChatGPT now.
Yeah. Okay, and then, well, I guess you will talk about and at your event as well, right? How to create the funnel, right?
Well, I don't talk about that because it's so tactical.
Okay.
There's so many steps like involved in that. Yeah, like
you hired someone or
no, all these funnels, those are all mine. I've created all those. So it's not as easy. That's kind of a lot, right? So we have the funnels in the Mashore method too. So we've taken all the funnels that we've created and we put them on every single funnel has to be housed on a software. So it's like, but I'll show you like what's in it and all that. It's just doing the tactical, like doing tactical is just too much. And I have 1 minute left.
All right. So I'll let Tina get the last question and kaboom.
So when it comes to your profile online, so in different, maybe TikTok, Facebook, all that, do you use one page? So I know that now you're a coach and you were working as, I don't know if that's true, if you were working as an agent and now you're exclusively coaching. Is that true?
No, so my daughter uses my name because I was an agent for so long. So it's the Mashore Group. I was Homes by Krista for 20 years, and then because I'm a broker too, and now that I work under eXp Realty, you can't have your name in your brokerage, so I had to change to the Mashore Group, which was really horrible actually for my business, quite frankly, because people didn't know it was the same. But so I'm still on her profile. But what I'm doing though is because I want to make her the lead and the head and not me, I'm putting her name first and I'm just going second. So since we're a team, she can utilize like selling over 2,300 homes, top 1%. Like she can utilize my stuff. But I'm like all of the blog articles that I'm writing and everything for the Mashore Group are under her name. I'm trying to make her be the forefront. Because I really am, I'm not. Like I don't talk to sellers anymore. I went on a listing presentation like a month ago because she got sick. And I was like so nervous because I don't do it as much anymore. I got the listing, but I don't I'm not client facing anymore. I'm coaching. Like I do that 99.9% of my time is spent coaching.
So I feel like you touched on it a little bit. So my question really is, when it comes to, so I'm also an interior designer. So I have a page for interior design, and I have a page for real estate, and I have a page for Taina. It's so like, I'm like, okay, I'm posting.
I would put them all together
Exactly.
because I put them because you being an interior designer is a benefit for you in real estate, because when you sell their homes, you can tell them that part of your service is that you help stage the home.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or move things around. I mean, that, like, I used to stage all my houses, and I had this huge warehouse of all the furniture I bought, because it was like, it was part of what I would do. And it was just like the photographer. I just bought all the furniture because it was cheaper than hiring a stager. I just do it myself and hired someone to do the furniture type of stuff. But yeah, I'd put them together, Tahina.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's a lot.
And then, because you mentioned, you talked about, that was like a bad business deal in some ways because people didn't necessarily connect you. So would it be just to turn, let's say, for example, my personal page into, because that's probably still where I have the most.
Yeah, I would do it on your personal page. And I would also not overthink it, right? Like, I think you're kind of getting into the weeds a little bit, and it's what we tend to do, especially as women, right? Like, we overthink things. So just start posting and talking about interior design and talking about real estate. And when you're doing your interior design, mention the real estate, right? Like, kind of a thing. And I will say something too, and this is just my opinion. It's really hard to serve two masters. Okay, so what I would ask you is, what I would say to you is, which one is more lucrative for you, right? And I'm guaranteeing it's real estate. And can you put more of your focus there and put your passion about interior design into, so you can still do it, but for real estate? Does that make sense? Because you'll sell probably more if you focus more on one. And I know that because my real estate company, like, sold 154 homes at myself as a solo agent the year before I went into coaching. And like, it just kept going down and down and down and down because I couldn't do both. It was like, it's so hard to do both. And until my daughter got her license, now we're starting to go up again, because it's so hard to do, so many different things. Just my personal opinion, whatever it's worth.
No, that's definitely something that I've been thinking about and having conversations about.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you love it, enjoy it, you can still do it, right? Just do it more for your clients.
I know you gotta go, so I'm not gonna ask a question. I'm just gonna make a statement.
Okay.
Blogs. So we have to find a system that we could create our blogs, and then we put our blogs on our personal website.
You put your blogs on your personal website. Yep.
Okay. So get a system to create the blog, to help us create the blogs, put the blogs on our personal website, and that's how Chat, Gemini, them will find us as well.
Yep, 100%. And at the event, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it too.
And what day is the event?
It's on, let me see here. Let me click on that. Do you guys have it on the here we go.
It's in the chat. If I go back to my WhatsApp on the computer, it'll log me off.
Yeah. It's in June 22nd. I should know my own event, huh? June 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And like I would say, you guys, like, go to the office, do a watch party, help each other, support each other, like, hold each other accountable. I'm going to blow your mind at that event, just to let you know. Like, I'm an excellent teacher, and I'm the best marketer in real estate in the world. So you're going to get a lot of good stuff.
Hey, let's go. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You guys are welcome. Thank you for having me. I had a really good time. You guys were awesome. Thank you,
I just want to let you know, you was definitely the only white woman.
I know.
Today.
Now you know how you feel sometimes you guys go in a room with a bunch of white people. Same way, huh?
Have a wonderful day.
You guys have a good day. Bye.
All right, I need to hear feedback. University week is popping. Jesus Weezus. Joanna and Edwards, I'm just going to say, I love you. I love you. Thank you for putting University week together. Thank you for going so hard for this team. Let's go, Joanna and Edwards. Drop a 7 for my wife. Golly, let's go. University week is popping. This is University week Friday, baby. This is University Friday, my fault. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, we got something else tomorrow. Similar, but in person. Let's go. Come on. I want to get some feedback. I want to get some feedback. Come on. A lot of y'all, I know we talked about video. Oh, do video. I don't do video. I don't do video. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't do this. I don't do that. Guess what? You also don't got that bank account you were talking about as well. All right. Host, raise your hand if you want to say something. Host, let's go, host. Come on.
I mean, where do we start? Where do we start, right? Where do we start? Where do we start? This is echoing what you've been saying, what John have been saying and everything. I mean, it's like sometimes we hear things and we know things, we should do things, right? And then to hear it this morning, it's like, bro, what are we doing, right? If we implement everything that's happening that we've been doing, what we've been saying, the success will be here for sure, for sure. This was freaking amazing, mind blowing. And yeah, I think even people don't have questions, we taking them in. Just to let you know that we taking them in. This is amazing, man. Now we have to execute. That's it. That's it. That's
Again,
it.
Sean, I told you to do something, you did it. Like that one
Come
little
on.
thing I asked you to do.
It worked.
You got to
Yeah.
climb like this.
Yeah.
With no
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You put an offer on last week or this week.
Yeah. And yesterday too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine if you times 10 that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she said. 10x that.
Light work.
That's all she was talking about. So let's go. Who's next?
Go.
We got Deja. What's up, Deja?
Good morning. I'm overwhelmed, and it's like I don't even know where to start, but I know for sure I need to start with posting more videos. And definitely, like she said, like people are really looking for the authenticity. So it, like Taina, just getting out my own way and stop worrying about my hair and where I'm at and all of those things, and just getting the information out because that's what people are resonating with. I think battling with in so many directions, it's like if I can just stick to this one thing and keep going, because she also said, like, we quit too early. I'm definitely one of those people. If I exercise today, I want to lose 5 pounds tomorrow. So just really taking in her messages and her strategies and figuring out how I can implement them and be consistent with it and stick with it, even if I'm not seeing the immediate results.
Amen. What I also love is this, and I wish I spoke about this. She loved marketing. She's in it hands down, right? And maybe she didn't have a strong back office, so she created her funnels. She created the back office, but she was the face for a very long time. So a lot of, again, you got to get out your own way. You got to show up for yourself, and you can't skip yourself. That's it. You can't say, "No, I'm going to do it this. I want to be an actor, but I don't want to audition." What? I don't like audition. What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. I want to be a millionaire, but I want to just lay on the couch all day. What? I want to be a millionaire, but yeah, I don't want to get out of my bed. I want to be a millionaire, but I don't want to do nothing for it. That's what we're doing in real estate right now. I want to be the top, but I'm not doing that. I want to be the top, but nope, I ain't doing that. I want to be the top. Nope, I'm doing. You know what? Real estate is just my side hustle. But she made more money than your career in 5 years. That's crazy. But that's your side hustle. Come on, let's go. All right, I'm amped, as you can tell. What's up, Taylor? What it do? What the minute there? Taylor, you up? Let's go.
So that was dope to see. So we see her online all the time. I've been seeing her for years online. And it was dope to see her today on Gem Drop or the advertising that we seen for Gem Drop. And one of the things that pointed out for me was, if you know Jeremy, you already know Jeremy send them videos at least 10 a day, every day. So to follow what Host said, like today really was what leadership been saying every day, all day, out of somebody else's voice. Alex was like, so if you ain't gonna hear from me, you gonna listen to the white woman.
I was smiling. Damn.
But I absolutely loved it. Thank you to the leadership team.
No problem. I was excited. Honestly, it was my best Gem Drop ever because I love marketing. I love brand. So it got me so excited. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. When I got in the game, I went on Hot 99.7. Taylor know I ran those commercials. Alex E. Edwards for your real estate agent. Massachusetts most trusted. 857-453-0148. Like those commercials is hitting. Then I hit Comcast. Come on. I'm amped. Desika, what's up?
Hello. I think it's when it comes to the videos, I feel like I have an issue because I don't think I know what I'm talking about. And if I don't know what I'm talking about, it's hard for me to do a video. Even if I read about it, I still don't feel confident enough to know what I'm talking about. And that's where it comes in for me not doing videos.
So how you build confidence is, of course, education, right? That's how you build confidence. I think you should learn one thing. One strong thing, one thing, and go hard and then move on. I don't think you need, I'm going to talk to sellers. I'm going to talk to buyers. I'm going to talk to renters. I'm going to talk to developers. I'm going to talk to these people. I'm going to talk to this. Just one thing. Just master one thing and then move on. Lock in, because it's impossible. Like when I wrote Money Power Prenup, I sat there when I was driving. I listened to prenups, education on prenup. Okay. Prenup. That's all I heard in my head. Prenup. And I learned so much because I sat there and focused. I didn't hear nothing else but prenups, right? You need to do that. If you want to work with buyers, understand the buyer's mind. Go on Google, understand what buyers are asking. Answer that question for yourself. Break it down. Do your research. Go on Gemini. Ask for stats. Like all of this. Learn it. Talk about it.
Okay.
Kaboom.
Still hard.
You just got in your own way. I can't help you with that mindset. All right. Next, Jessica. What's up?
What's up? I love it. It was great. You know what? It was priceless. Seeing your face through the whole conversation, you because what am I like? You were speaking without talking. It was crazy, and I wanted to say something, but then I was like, I don't want to interrupt. Sika, you're gonna become better with your life experience. Obviously, when you learn things and you don't put it in perspective, you feel uncomfortable because you still don't know. But it's gonna get better. And we're gonna get there, girl. We're gonna get there.
Let's go.
Oh, wait. And I just want to congratulate as well. Taylor, congratulations on your C-Plan Award. It was amazing listening to all those people and everything they were saying about you. I was like, oh my God, I know her. It was very, very nice.
Drop a 7 for Taylor. Drop a 7 for Taylor. I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna pick on her. Which Stacy better see you tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm gonna be there. I might make it. Get out of here. That nonsense. Yo, you talk all that. This is where I want to be, Alex. This way. All right. So show up. Show up.
I'm here.
You want to be there? Show up. All right. Gael, video queen. You was on to something before you knew you was on to something, or you knew you was on to something. Now we know you was on to something. Come on.
Yes, I am super grateful for that lady. I mean, she dropped so many good gems on us. I couldn't ask the question or intervene because guess what? I get a new client this week from a video that I dropped. And I called Joanne. I told her about it.
What video?
And she was like, "No, you gotta share that with us on Gem Drop." The video I made with Sylvia regarding condos when we did the event with All Modern.
Ooh.
Someone reached out to me and told me, "Hey, I just love your energy and I love your video." And I looked at you and I was like, "Yeah, this lady's gonna help me buy my next home." And this morning we were at a showing right now. I was with him the whole time. I was with him. So it's powerful. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. All right. Let me see. Who else? Anyone else?
Alex, I have my hand up forever.
I thought that was the old hand. I apologize, Dawn. I apologize.
No, that's the new hand. And I am going to go on video because I just gained a renewed confidence because I don't like videos. And what she said today and it's not the knowledge, because I do have the knowledge. I just clamp up. But what she said today could gain my confidence is that just post, just post on anything. Just do a video on anything. Even when Deja talk about the weight loss thing, if you could just go and do 1 second of that on, to lose weight, this is what we have to do. Just do videos on anything, and then I think the confidence would come, and that's what I'm getting today. And so even the new people that came on to your team, I think they should put their videos on when they're talking so that we could see who they are.
Ooh.
And I'm from old school, so.
Who's going first? Yo, when Dawn
Wait,
speak.
repeat that. What did she say?
She said all the new six. Madame, they want to see your face. Marlene, they want to see your face. Nelia, they want to see your face.
Also, another thing, Alex, is that you would see who's prepared to work, because the early bird catches the early worm. So people that get up early in the morning and is ready to go, you can see they're ready to go.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Just saying. Just.
Hey, let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, this was a real good gem job. And again, I'm going to say it again. So I walked in this morning and I thought about Erica Davis. And the reason why I thought about Erica Davis, because y'all might not know, the reason why we started Gem Drop is because of Erica Davis. Erica came on as an agent, was like, nah, bro, I need training. I was like, fine. Come on Friday, 7:30 in the morning, and I'll train. And she showed up. And then more people showed up. And then more people showed up. And then it turned into this this office full of partners on a Friday morning. And then COVID hit. And then we had to switch to Zoom. And I came in and just thinking about where Gem Drop started. And Alex, you have to go to another level. And then it was. So yeah, Taina, sorry. That wasn't Gem Drop. Those were just regular trainings. You're 100% right. We did first Saturday morning every month, but there was just regular trainings. You're 100% right, Taina. 100% right. It was only first Saturday of the month, early morning. We had breakfast together. We really did have a good time, and I think those trainings was way more effective. I think in-person training is way more effective than Zoom trainings, right? But and then we had to do Gem Drop, and then it turned into every single Friday. So and then again, University Week is so important to us now, and to make sure we improve University Week every time, and to have a dynamic speaker all the time. I think last time we had what's her name? Come on, not Maxie, AI woman.
Marky Lemons.
Marky Lemons. We had Marky Lemons. Last time for University Week. And we had Krista this time for University Week. So I love where University Week is going. And again, we have a special guest tomorrow. And believe it or not, she hit on a lot of stuff that we learned today, but it's going to be in person. So you need to show up and show out for yourself, for your business. One thing that it stood out, she said, your top marketer is the top agent. The person that's outside is the top agent. It's not the person that's working hard behind the scenes, no one knows about, goes to every meeting, goes to every training. She said, no, the top marketer is the top agent. I need you to understand that. So again, with Gael didn't know nothing. I don't know if she knew anything about the city programs. She didn't say, hey, I'm about to sit here and learn all the city programs and sit on my information. She said, I don't know the city program, but guess who? The person that runs the city programs is right here. Thumbprint brought them here. So therefore, I'm going to interview this person. I'm going to interview this person, and I'm going to get this work. And that's what she did. That simple. right? So she's like, all right, I'm not gonna be in my own way. I'm just gonna do it that way. Let me see real quick, and I'm going. I swear I'm gonna be done. A lot of people are scared to invest in themselves. Oh man, videos cost too much. All right, videos cost too much. You know what costs a lot? Your car note. Your car note costs a lot. But you know who's going to help you? You know what's going to help you pay your car note? Those videos. You know what costs a lot? Your mortgage. But you know what's going to help you pay for that mortgage? Those videos. You know what else costs a lot? Your rent. But you know what's going to help you pay for that rent? Those videos. So I don't understand when people say, "Oh, this person costs too much," or "I don't want to work with this person. Oh, I'm going to go with a cheaper person, cheaper quality." This is saying, "Hey, I'm going to go cheap on myself. I don't need fresh water. I could get some dirty water. It goes down the same hole. It's all the same. Doesn't make sense to me, right? You want that the best thing that represents you, right? Um, ooh, you don't have a real estate problem. You have a marketing problem. Jesus, Weezus. Come on, win before you arrive. What? Win before you arrive. This one hit me like this was great because yesterday I got a message. Hey, bro, I seen your videos. I got this 3 family I want to sell. Yo, I like what you talk about creating a story before it hit the market. Let's talk. Give me a call. I want to work with you. That's just videos. That was just videos. I gotta give them a call. That's just videos. And believe it or not, I want to be honest with you. I like doing the videos more than anything. I don't even like doing the open houses. I don't even like negotiating. I don't like showing. I don't like doing none of that at all. That's why it's so easy for me. Like, yo, y'all want to partner on something? Because I don't want to do that. I'll lock me in a room and let me do videos all day. I'll just do it. All right. Let me see what else she said. I love the blogs. The blogs is actually easy for me because I write a lot already now. So the blogs are just easy for you because you can go on Gemini and say, all right, what do I want to write today? What question do I want to answer today? Not even what do I want to write today. What question do I want to answer today? Because you're gonna go on YouTube and or Google, you're gonna ask the question and then you're gonna scroll to the middle and see what else people are asking about this particular subject. That's easy. So when people say, "Oh, I don't know what to say," I don't know what to. No, it's simple. You're getting in your own way. Repurpose repurpose.io. I think you should go look that up ASAP. And then long content. Believe it or not, everyone, I have a studio. You could use my studio. It has all the cameras. It has everything you could think of. You can use a studio if you want to go down there and shoot an hour of content and then break it up. So go use it. Just say, "Hey, Alex, this is when I want to schedule." All right, bet. All I ask is, yo, leave a tip for cleaning or leave a tip for freaking um tissue, whatever we need, or air fresheners. That's it. That's it. And that tip is up to you. But you have access to the studio cameras. Well, I have one camera. You have to bring your own memory card. But again, lighting, everything's already set. Everything is set. Everything is set. Everything is set. It's a full studio waiting for you. Let me see. The video text messages. I think that's easy for you to do. But this is what I truly think for people say, where do I start? Honestly think D4 package or someone else's package, that 4 video package, I think that's a great start. Who you are, what you do. I think it's 2 more, I can't remember, but I truly think that's a great start. And again, it doesn't, if you don't want to rock with D4, it's okay. Go rock with whoever you want. But I think you should start with that 4 video package where, all right, this is my foundation. Right. And then after that, I think you can use your phone and shoot long content. And what's long content? Anything above 10 minutes. Try to get to 20 minutes. Then break that content down. You can probably get it out for 2 weeks or a month. Stretch it for 2 weeks or a month. Let me see what else. I think that's all I have right now. I think that's all the notes I took. All right. But last but not least, July 25th, we are doing Real Estate Unlock, and a lot of you are speaking at this event. This is a seminar, live seminar. I need you guys to invite 10 people each. Like, I want this to be like every year we do this type of event, and I really want to keep it thumbprint hard. Like, I want you to get more clients on this event. I want you to use video. Bring your videographer if you have to as you speak. This is more content for you. But I really want to put you on stage and let us own this event. Invite 10 people each. July 25th. I want you to shine, shine, shine. I'm putting you on this stage because I believe in you. I just need the world to understand who you are and what you could do for everyone, everyone in this world. This is amazing. All right, so we woke up today. I don't know why we woke up. It's up to you to figure out. Enjoy your weekend. See you tomorrow. See ya.
Bye. Have a good one.
You too. You too.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good day.